Yes, people, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. As always, make sure that you lot are smash up the lights. Make sure that you lot are subbing to the channel. Make sure that you're checking out CB, man. He's flying at the minute. You know what I mean? He's pumping out that content. So make sure that you lot are following CB. His YouTube is in the description as well. But we're here. You know, we didn't link up last week. Our schedules keep clashing, bruv. You know, life's been busy for both of us. So it feels like I haven't spoken to this guy in a while. We've been texting and stuff, but yeah, it's been a minute since he's been on the channel. I think it's been about 3 weeks now.
Yeah. Since it's been 3 weeks.
Yeah, because the last show we did was on your channel, innit? And then there was more people that jumped on that. But
yeah.
We're gonna talk today anyway, man, because yesterday was an absolute shit show. I'm so happy that I didn't go Paris CB as well, bruv. Because me and you were speaking about that.
I was so close, bro.
Bro, all them man there, big up Lewis, big up Alex, big up Fato, all them man that went, big yourself up, bro, because, yo, I was rattled watching that in the studio, let alone go in Paris to watch that in person, bro. You know what I mean? Where you staying first of all, CB, man?
Make Chelsea great again, bro. So I gotta say, that's the first thing that has to be said, bro. Like, this is it comes to a point, bro. It comes to a point where we gotta draw the line as a fan base, man. It's you can't excuse this, man. And it's the inexperience that we saw yesterday is just a mirror of what we see from the very top, from the ownership to the sporting directors who are inexperienced, to the manager that's inexperienced, to even make decisions that putting on an inexperienced goalkeeper like Jorgensen in a clash like this. Bro, it's inexperience all around. And if we don't call this stuff out and we keep making excuses, someone said to me, why are you so upset? It's the holders. We lost to the holders. Are you tapped?
Yeah, man, that mentality there is I hate that shit. I hate that shit, man. And big up, we've already got 50 people here already. There's gonna be more people coming in. Big up all the mods in the chat. I can see you lot as well. Big up Peer every single time. And as I always say, people, make sure that you lot are checking out the sponsor, Jersey FC Soccer Shop. They now have the new Chelsea tops on there as well, the new sponsor. I mean, this new sponsor don't seem to be helping us, people. You know what I mean? Last season we had who was it that we had towards the end of Sancho, bruv? Damak, yeah. Damak with Sancho and that was cooking. But these new AI guys that we've got, bro, we need to bring some AI keepers into this club, right? Keepers that are programmed, yeah, not to give the ball away to the opposition under zero pressure, bruv. You know what I mean? That's what we flipping need. But go check them out because this AI thing we've got going on, they've got them now on Jersey FC Soccer Shop, and all those tops you can see on there, they're on there. There's definitely going to be some pagans in this chat today as well. So you go check them out because they've got other clubs on there as well, people. So let's go. But CB, let me come straight to you, bro, about the lineup first of all, right? We're going straight in today, yeah? What did you think of the lineup first of all? Were you happy with it, or did you expect it?
I had a scary feeling, bro. I said on my watch along before the lineup come out, yeah, bro. I woke up in sweats. I swear down, I woke up in sweats 9 in the morning, bro. At 7 in the morning, yeah. I even scared my girl. My girl's like, "What's going on, bro?" I said, "Bro,
yeah, she woke up in sweats."
Worried, bro. Jorgensen might start, bro. She's even getting vexed at me. Oh, it's always Chelsea, blah, blah. But real talk, something scary was telling me this bozo is going to start Jorgensen, and if he starts Jorgensen, it's going to be a criminal act. You need to realize going into this game, I saw Klinsky against Spurs already, and I was like, yeah, this should be. If he even had any thoughts of starting Jorgensen, that's the eye opener that you don't do that in a stage like this. Going into the game, Jorgensen has most errors leading to goal per 90, most goals conceded per 90, like worst save percentage per 90, and he's playing less games than Sanchez. That should tell you everything you need to know about the keeper. So I was already worried that he was going to do it. I expected it based on the fact that Sanchez started against Reckon. So I was already worried. To actually go and do that was mad. Now, personally as well, this is what is the inconsistency with the lineup. Because fair enough, you started Jorgensen on merit because Sanchez has been playing bad. On merit, yeah? That's fair. So then why is Hato not starting? Why is Garnacho not getting minutes until the 90th minute of the game? If you're going to put players on them based on merit, then do it all around. Why would you just do it for the goalkeeper position? But aside from Jorgensen, I actually thought this lineup is ready to go toe-to-toe. I probably would have put Hato in, but I was like, these one can go toe-to-toe with them. And we did. And we actually did. That's the craziest part of it. But I can't excuse the decision that this manager made with dropping Sanchez. That's inexcusable, personally.
It's inexcusable. It's inexcusable, bro. And the thing is, yeah, for me, like, again, people need to learn how to comprehend things, bro. Just because I'm explaining why I think a manager's done something doesn't necessarily mean that I agree with that decision. You know what I mean? Because if that's the case, just don't tune in. Don't tune in, because man's gonna try to explain and understand why it's trying to do certain things. Because from Saturday, CB, I was with my boys, right? All of them are ops, in fact. Spurs fan, United fan, and an Arsenal fan. Yeah. When I saw Sanchez start against Wrexham, I said, man, them next week is gonna be Jorgensen in goal. Then what? Sanchez ain't gonna start against PSG and that. They'll even battering me because I've been doing up Sanchez Defense League this season. I said, bro, it's bait. Because why the hell is Sanchez starting against Wrexham, bro? Clearly, right now, Jorgensen is gonna be starting next week. And the reason why I think he's gonna start next week is because Rafinha prefers this guy on the ball. You know what I'm saying? Because against Villa, I'll be real, against Villa, he had a good game. But, CB, this is where me and you agree. That wasn't enough, yeah, to take a guy out who's been arguably the player of the season. So right now, I'm giving it to Pedro. But if you're talking about top 3 players of the season, Sanchez he's up there, bro. Like, you don't let the 2 games he had against Arsenal and, Wrexham, where he was a little bit shaky again in that game on the ball, right, determine what you're going to do in a big game like this. When this guy, if it wasn't for him against Bayern Munich, we get blitzed at Allianz. I know we lost that game, but I'm telling you, if it wasn't for Sanchez, that could have been even more than, how many goals was it? 3, innit?
If it wasn't for Sanchez, we got 2 goals down in that Club World Cup final. I was there. I saw it live. The save he made was
the Club World Cup final. The Club World Cup final. That save in the second half, yeah, when it was 3-0 up. Bro, if they scored that early,
even the first 10 minutes of the game, he got forced to make a very good save, and then Cucurella had a goal line clearance as well. It was a game of margins. Like
100%. And then Napoli, even you're talking about Napoli this season, bro. Lukaku, towards the end of the game, he saved them. So as much as I agree that Jorgensen is better on the ball, because I don't think that's a debate who's better on the ball, right? But overall, the overall package, bro, I see Courtois. I'm seeing Courtois yesterday. As much as Real Madrid, bro, listen, they did really well in attack Valverde. Courtois making some big saves in that, bro. Donnarumma in the Champions League for PSG, ironically, was making big saves for this guy, right? You need your keeper to be able to make big saves because, bro, we're out in the open. You know what I mean? We're going back and forth with these guys. You're going blow for blow. A game like this, bro, you needed a keeper who's actually good at shot stopping. Because I'm sorry, CB, those 3 goals that we conceded, yeah, especially the one that KK took, the KK one and the last one, the 5th one, broski, this guy's got to be doing better with that, man.
Even
he has to be doing better, man. You know what I mean? He has to be doing better, bro. The footwork for that 4th goal, CB, yeah. Because at first, I looked at KK when he shot, yeah, and I'm like, yo, that's a bang. But then when I watched the angle again, CB, yeah, I'm like, yo, that ball wasn't even in the corner.
It wasn't in the corner. It wasn't top bins. It was not. It was, bro. Like, it's a short goalkeeper. This was gonna happen.
He's not short. He's actually 6'4". But the problem that happened there is his footwork is all over the place. He did the exact same thing against Brighton last season, if you remember, right? When Mitoma wrapped it, where he was stuck in the mud. Yeah, Sanchez there would have been already moving, if that makes sense, to get to the ball quicker. Because the ball was like, bro, that's his hand, and the ball just went past his hand like there, bro. If you were there, if you anticipated it, you would have got to it. Yeah, it's not because he's short, people. This guy's actually a tall goalkeeper. It's his anticipation and his footwork is all over the place, right? Now that goes back to this manager, bro. Why did you think it was a smart idea to do this, bro? Why, CB?
I can't lie. I said sack him after the Arsenal second leg when he put Liam Delap right wing. Everyone said I'm moving too rash. Bro, you've had 5 big games. You've tinkered in all 5 of them. The first one was Napoli. You went there with Reece James at centre back. That was madness. Arsenal second leg, you put Liam Delap right wing. And then today you've gone and put Jorgensen. Yesterday you put Jorgensen in goal. And then I understand the rationale maybe with the Jorgensen in goal, with the fact that Kobe wasn't there in that as opposed to the Club World Cup final. So there's no one in the centre backs that could break lines through their press. Jorgensen can break lines. Fair enough. But then why wouldn't you build a game plan for going long when they're the best pressing team in the world and we have acres of space in behind and we have the likes of Neto playing, guys like Joao Pedro can get in behind, hold up a ball, all of these things. You didn't plan for that. I can't lie, bro. Sack him, bro. I don't play about losing trophies. And on top of that, this is the first time since 2000 that these men conceded 5 goals. I was born in 2000, though. In my lifetime, I've never seen something like this in my life. In Europe, you need to realize we have a reputation in Europe. Even no matter how bad things are in England, whatever, domestically, when it comes to Europe, we represent. How dare you line us like this on the world stage? Another thing that he done that's going over the radar, or under the radar, sorry. Mm-hmm. The fact that at 3-2, we just had a disallowed goal. Your first substitution is to go defensive and close the shop, take out Joao Pedro and Palmer, put on Liam Delap and Lavia. The moment you've done that, you've just signed out of the game. And as well as that, when he's done that substitution, he's instructing them to now press them high. Why are we pressing them high? Why are we pressing them high? Why are we stepping forward now? We're doing these things. All you have to do is do a like-for-like change, Neto Garnacho, because we just showed that on that right-hand side or that left-hand side, sorry,
there's space.
There's space there. Why are you now going to close shop, put a defender in to go back to 3-2 at Stamford Bridge? And then you're telling them press high at the same breath. This guy, he set us up to fail. And apart as much as I'm onto this manager, he shouldn't be coaching games like this in the first place. He got sacked by whole City 2 seasons ago. Why is he here? Real talk.
I hear it. And obviously, there's bigger problems than what happened last night. Like we get the bigger picture, right? But let's talk about this. Let's talk about this game in isolation, bro. Because we have seen Rosinha do some good things, since he's been here. And obviously, for me, this is the biggest red flag, bro. Yeah, this game has been the biggest red flag because there was no problem really with Sanchez. Again, I know those 2 games, Arsenal, he's an Arsenal fan. We know he's an Arsenal fan. Maybe just drop him for Arsenal going forward, yeah? And play Jorgensen in those sort of games. If we get Arsenal again, don't start Sanchez. All the other games, bro, this guy should be playing, yeah? What I said to the man them yesterday, Alexis and that, in the group, you see, I don't know if you saw, yeah? Was that now you have created a pickle for the goalkeeper situation because what happens on Saturday, first of all? Who goes in goal against Newcastle? And then regardless of who goes in goal, there will be question marks about on Tuesday, sorry. Yeah?
It's a lose-lose situation.
On Tuesday, bro. You know what I mean?
Bro, it's creating a situation. What's gonna realistically, Jorgensen should only be starting FA Cup games. Like you shouldn't even be alternating keepers between the league and blah blah blah. Nah. Anyway, but it's a lose-lose situation because if he drops Sanchez, he's admitted that he's made a mistake and he's cost us for the tie. I mean, if he starts Sanchez, if he insists on Jorgensen, then he's dying on his sword. I know for a fact, I spoke to some people yesterday. You know me, like I get called a brown envelope, blah 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 blah. But yesterday, man had to talk to people. This guy, facts. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Multiple man in that squad did not understand that decision for the goalkeeper. They didn't understand it. You need to realize that Sanchez is actually a figure in the dressing room. He's respected, bro. Yeah. You don't make decisions that alienate a goalkeeper in that way, bro. He's been our player of the season, and you think no one's gonna the team that are not gonna question that. Look at the way Enzo reacted to Jorgensen. They don't rate him. Bro.
Enzo was disgusted. Enzo was disgusted, and this is the theme. This again goes back to the sporting directors and the ownership, right? I said to Jem earlier, bro. I said, yo, these men have actually got nowhere to hide this summer, CB. They've got nowhere to hide. And maybe this season is even a blessing in disguise that they thought they could get away with having the summer that they did and have a season where we're going to compete and whatnot. Because we have been far from it, right? We have been far from it. There's players in the team, for one, who will just consistently let down the better players, right? The likes of Enzo, the likes of Caicedo, they didn't deserve that result last night, bro. Yeah? I should be here, CB, talking to you about Enzo got a goal and an assist in a knockout game away from home, bro. Right? I should be talking about Caicedo held his own in the midfield. Yeah? I should be talking about different things like this. Gusto scoring a goal finally in the Champions League, bro. Yeah? But now man can't have these conversations because of stupidity from 1 or 2 players. And this keeps happening, bro. Yeah? This keeps happening, right? And that's what I'm saying, bro. This summer, they've got nowhere to hide. This summer will really tell us what they want to do going forward if they really want to compete. Because last season, I thought make or break. Make or break was last summer, CB. I thought make or break was last summer, bro. I'll be real. But I'm being so real now, yeah? This is even another pylon, right? It's another pylon. This will literally tell us. It will tell us, bro.
Don, because how many summers, yeah, or how many springs leading into the summer do we have conversations saying we need a goalkeeper, we need centre backs, we need a left winger, we need it's the same thing for 4 years in a row. These lot don't care about winning. The last 2 permanent managers that we had all fell out with them based on their ambitions. The fact that they weren't as ambitious as they are. This is a problem. Even the fact that they thought they could, that Maresca situation, regardless of what side you are on, is a shit show.
It's a shit show.
He leaves in January at that point of the season, and they thought they could paper over that, take a manager away from their feeder club, promote him to Chelsea, a club that he's already way out of his depth, and things were just going to be normal and things will flow the way they're flowing. No, this is unacceptable. You can't excuse this. And the saddest thing about all of this, yeah, is when it comes to Robin here, cool. Your big game record is ready. You already showed us big games. You're not built for it. That's just a fact. I've seen 4 times now. You've had 4 big games, and 4 of them you've lost. It's not like you're drawing them. You're losing all the games. That's already mad. But as well as that, you struggle to beat Burnley and Leeds back to back. Your only wins were
that was the players though. Let's be real now. You can't blame.
No, but this is what I'm not going to do. Is the players, yeah? Because I was onto Maresca the same way. When Maresca didn't beat Sunderland, when Wester lost against Leeds, I was onto him.
Yeah, but that was but the way those games were managed in comparison. Let's be fair now. Let's be fair, because I don't even want to defend this guy today. I don't want to defend him today. But I'm sorry, Leeds and Burnley, bro. Caicedo penalty, and then the other goal, it should have been disallowed. But obviously the defending was poor. We saw that with Maresca. We saw bad decisions with Maresca. And then the other game, was it Burnley? Bro, we've seen us concede corners Maresca too. And on top of that, Palmer was violating against Burnley, bro. You fucking Gusto doing no-look passes and that. I can't really look at Rosenior 4 games.
He started Gusto left back instead of Hatto, firstly. But anyway,
that's what I cooked him about. That was the main one.
Look, Don, the moment that we, as a big football club like Chelsea, start excusing why we didn't beat Burnley and Leeds back to back at home, that's when we're no longer a big club, bro. We're excusing. You're the manager of Chelsea Football Club. You're supposed to be beating Burnley and Leeds. There shouldn't be fine margins which determine why we didn't win, and you should be winning those games comfortably.
Yeah, but the manager can't go kick the ball into the back of the net.
Big games, you're not winning the small games. You can fuck off. You're not good enough, bro. Why are we making excuses for him? Do you think this guy's taking us anywhere? Where realistically, what's the ceiling of success that Rosenior can take us to?
Bro, at the end of the day, like he's having this is where I'll even defend Maresca, because people think I just crash it on this guy. People need to realize I crash it on this guy because I don't like how he left the club, right? Everything that's happened, like what CB said, the shit show, it was caused by upstairs. But how he left, I still don't agree with how he left. I would have respected that man more if he left in the summer. Right?
That's fair enough, yeah. That's fair enough.
Yeah, but even when he was here, CB, bro, that's the problems that he faced with certain man in the team. Rosenior has also taken over that baggage. And that's where I've got to look at upstairs and say, yo, it's clear we needed another centre-back, bro. It's clear that we needed a left winger, bro. It's clear we needed these things. And Rosenior is bro, go look at most of the goals that we've conceded with Rosenior.
This is the difference here with Maresca. Maresca actually made the effort to work towards the players' strengths, and he mastered a lot of their flaws with his system. The system that we critiqued, how slow it was, how the fact that these lot didn't cover ground, all of these things is because these men can't run. Right now, we are literally playing Pochettino football. It takes 2 passes and you're facing our back line. It's basketball football. It's up and down the pitch. You can see it. What is our identity right now? What is our style of play? Do you know it? You like real talk. Do we actually know our style of play?
Yeah, our style focuses on central play. That's what it focuses on, bro.
Broski, this real talk is Poch ball, and the only difference is, at least the only difference with Poch ball and Leon ball is that Instead of Palmer, it's João Pedro. That's it. This is Portugal right now.
I disagree, man.
Defensively, we're flawed. We don't control games in the way that we used to. In transition, we're getting found out. It's the same stuff. It's actually the same stuff. It's just because now João Pedro's on form, we can say, oh yeah, João Pedro, FC, blah, 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 blah. It's Portugal, bro. This is mad.
I think offensively, he's given the players the freedom, but off the ball, I know, bro, but with Poch, the type of goals that we used to concede, CB, we used to just get cut open, bro. Right? If you actually go look, I never said we're not getting cut open. I'm saying go look at the types of goals because yesterday, bro, PSG are PSG, innit? Yeah. But if you actually go review most of the goals, hold on, bro. If you go and review most of the goals that we've conceded with Rossinha this season, bro, it's just been pathetic. How many corners are we gonna concede with this guy, bro? How many corners? West Ham, I'll give you. Yes, West Ham.
We had that issue with Poch as well. Remember when we were saying about coach?
Hold on, bro. West Ham, yeah, bro. You gotta look at fucking Shirley for that game because he was not helping Hato, bro, on that side. That's why I'm looking more at the personnel more than the system. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, this system is gonna be more open. But guess what? You need the players that can hack it in this system, bro. That is why Caicedo needs like a Santos or like a Lavia next to him. Let me read the super chat as well. And I'm going to come to another one as well in a second, right? Big up Wire. It says, why are we acting like Jorgensen wasn't brilliant for 75 minutes? Rossinha coached a top game, but because of an error, it's result-based analysis, right? And then you've got another one here from
that he made, bro. And on top of that, you need to realize they scored from 4 shots. They had 4 shots, and all 4 of them let them go. Your goalkeeper, your job is to stop shots.
100%, bro.
Conceded from 0.884 xG, bro.
You know what's so crazy, yeah, bro? I was on a watch along on DR yesterday, right? And literally, I said, bro, the difference today is that they were more clinical than us. Simple. And I even said to the guy next to me, big up Dylan, yeah. I was like, Dylan, go check the XG right now. I bet it was low. And then he went and checked it. He was like, yeah, it's not even 1. It was like 0.85 or whatever, 0.9. I was like, bro, is that I even had to ask him. I was like, yo, is that a typo? Let me go check SofaScore. I checked SofaScore CB. Not even 1. Yeah. Not even 1 XG, bro. These guys, every chance that they were getting, yeah, it was like it was get back for the Club World Cup. Because every chance that we were getting in the Club World Cup, it was Palmer goal.
You know, I'm so happy you said that, yeah. Because that second goal that they scored, the Dembele one.
Yeah.
Now Chalobah is at fault because he lunged in like he has done against Brentford, Man United, Fulham. It's a constant it's a constant issue where he lunges in and doesn't win the duel, which subsequently leads to a goal. But prior to Chalobah lunging in, Palmer has a chance there. A world class player buries that. Dembele got a chance 10 seconds later. He showed the difference between a good footballer and a world class footballer. And this both the conversation now because we know Jorgensen done the mad thing. Yeah, we know Rosiner is a criminal. This is my start. Last time we spoke 3 weeks ago, I said the same thing. We can't rely on our quote unquote best players. Reece James was awful yesterday. Caicedo in possession.
Don't worry, we're going to talk about him in a sec.
Caicedo in possession was shaky. Cole Palmer, he had the chance to score, he didn't. Aside from that, he was getting pocketed by João Neves. Real talk. Why do we have best players that we put in all these conversations? Oh, combined 11. Oh, this guy's better than this guy. We're bantering with rivals. All of this stuff, yeah. And when it's really crunch time, they don't show up. I'm sick of this, bro. We need to stop babying these man, and we will have conversation. We're talking about Jorgensen. Fair enough, he's a criminal. We're talking about Jorgensen. We're talking about Rosiner. We're talking about the ownership. We're talking about everything but the best players who apparently just decide never to show up and never get stick for it, bro. I'm sick of this stuff, bro. It's actually a joke. What have they done for us? What credit do they have in the bank for them to move like this? They qualified for Champions League once. That's it. No domestic trophies. Not what credit do they have in the bank? Man, want to talk about the Club World Cup. What just happened yesterday is our Club World Cup just got invalidated broad day in front of everyone.
All right, bro. You know, listen, I even watched a video today of Neto celebrating on the side, when Enzo scored, right? And they're pointing at the badge. I had secondhand embarrassment, you know. After how the game ended up here, because after Enzo's goal was 2-2, man's pointing at the badge and that. Obviously, he didn't expect us to get battered for 5. But it's secondhand embarrassment because champions of what? Champions of what at this point, bro? You know what I mean? Yeah? Let me read this super chat from Chris as well. It says, Rossinha's ceiling is unknown. which Chelsea never moved like that before Blueco, apart from AVB. Well, bro, he's whatever manager comes in right now, their ceiling is capped because of what's going on upstairs. There's only so much they can do with certain players. I had the same energy for Maresca. I've got the same energy for Rafinha, right? You want Rafinha to play this risky football, this open football, you need to bring the sort of players that can deal with it, right? That's what you need in a team. When you've got guys like Chalobah that can't deal with these sort of situations, it's raps. You know what I mean? It's absolute raps, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You think we can win anything substantial with Liam Rosenior as our manager?
It depends if he's backed. It depends if he's backed, bro. It depends if he's backed. Because
we lost a manager who didn't get backed and still won 2 trophies.
Yeah, he won 2 trophies. Yeah, that was fair. That was fair, and he did really well at the end of the season to go and get top 4 to win the Conference League and that. I would have expected Rafinha to get to at least a final if he was here last season with the Conference League, bro. Right? The Club World Cup. Don't forget the Club World Cup, bro. We had pretty much everyone fit apart from Fofana and Lavia. That's what helped us to go and win that Club World Cup, bro. And then Neto was on form, Palmer was on form, João Pedro was on form. You know, we had a lot of players that were on really good form during that time. Caicedo, Enzo, and that. You know what I mean? That's what we need again.
Right? Don't you credit form to the manager? Because since Rosenior came in, Cucurella's levels have dropped off. Agreed. Enzo Fernandez's level
was already dropping off even before he came in. Cucurella was already dropping off before he came in.
Fair enough. But the highs that he was performing that we saw once, the previous manager were yet to see replicated since. Robert Sanchez has fallen off.
Right? I mean, Arsenal, it don't matter the manager. Every game against Arsenal, he falls off. Let's be real. We've seen it with Poch. We've seen it with Maresca. We've seen it with Rafinha, bro. You know what I mean?
The only players that have benefited from this guy coming in is Hato, João Pedro, and Andre Santos.
Yep.
That's it.
Enzo's been good. I think Enzo's been good since he's been here. I think Shirley's been all right the past few games. He's been dropped out and then he's been brought back in. It looks a little bit hungrier. But let's talk about our captain, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. In fact, we've even got more super chats that have come in right now. Let me even read some of these here. You got Big Up 10. It says Jorgensen is awful at shot stopping. We all know from last season he flaps at every chance. Last season, Brighton and Villa, Jorgensen as number 1 is dark, bro. The thing that annoys me about him is his face. When he fucks up, yeah, he just looks around like he's looking for pity. You're not getting no pity from no one, bro. You ain't getting no pity from no one. Yeah.
Do you know what pissed me off with Jorgensen? Yeah. Go out your way and look at that Brighton FA Cup game. The goals we conceded is mental, but the arrogance that he started having in that game yesterday, he was getting gassed. I don't know if his girl was at the stadium. I don't know. From time Schmeichel's talking about, oh yeah, he's been told that's the number 1. They're from the same country. He's probably told his whole block, listen, you might not come in to watch me in PSG. And he's overdoing. He thought he was Neymar, bro. He's doing body feints. He's doing a lot. The simple pass options there. He's trying to thread the needle. He got away with it twice, and he's like, yeah, say no more. I'm in my zone. He's now just spamming it. He's overdoing it. If you look at the goal for the 3rd goal, yeah, there was 2 pass options right there. Why are you breaking the line? Or go long. Why are you breaking the line?
He wasn't even breaking the line. He wasn't even breaking the line. He was literally just giving it back. And that's where at this level, bro, yeah, like, this is what I mean. There's certain men that are in set 1 CB and there's certain men that are in set 4, right? Because their IQ is behind. In that moment, you can see it's 2-2. When it was 2-2 at that point, CB, PSG weren't creating nothing at that point in the second half. He wasn't getting pammed, right? He got bored and he got cocky. That's exactly what happened there. He got bored and cocky and thought, you know what? I'm having a great game. Let me just carry on. But that fucked him. Because no one's going to give a shit about what you did previous to the mistake. It's the same thing as Fofana when he got a red card the other day. Fofana had a good game before he got the red card. He gets a red card. No one gives a damn about what happened before that, bro. You know what I mean? And again, it goes back to the manager for making that decision to start this guy. You know what I mean? To start this guy, bro. That's one of the worst decisions that I've seen, yeah, from a manager in a long time. You know what I mean? In a long, long time. You should have learned from fucking Kinky, bro. Kinky, whatever my man's name. Look what happened to my man when he came in. Yeah? Like, Rosinha, bro, you were literally in France. You were just in France, right? And you're trying to take PSG for any team. Are you okay, bro? Are you okay? Yeah. This one thing about me, CB, bro. I'm not here to defend my man because I don't like how Maresca left. Anyone can get it, bro. Anyone can get it with me. That's how I've always been. You know what I'm saying? I just call it as I see it. And that decision yesterday from this guy was fucking pathetic. The in-game management was shit, bro. Right?
I'll be real. I've never hated a manager more than this guy. I can't stand him, bro. I can't, like, the fact, yeah, that he's lost the fan base in 2 months. The dressing room is probably shaky. That tells you everything you need to know, bro. This guy ain't got the cojones. I think this is the most united we've ever been at the fact that this manager don't belong here. I'm even surprised with me. You're like kind of like giving him the benefit of the doubt, or you want to give him more time. Everyone I've spoken to in the fan base is aligned that the fact that this guy don't belong here, he should be gone.
Yeah, but it's an emotional sport, though, isn't it? Because at the end of the day, realistically, bro, he's not gonna get sacked after last night, but he done fucked up. That's the reality. The reality is he's still gonna be here.
The Carabao Cup second leg. We needed one goal. Yeah, and he went there with a 5-3-2, a 5-2-3 with Delap playing right wing, bro. We didn't score, and they scored. Deep down. Yeah. And now you want me to go
but again, that game,
no response against PSG.
I don't think personally, I don't think he would have set up like that if we had people available and if Palmer and Esteval could have started. I don't think he would have set up like that, bro. Because we didn't see that in the second leg. You know what I mean? It was just again, even Maresca last season when he went to the Emirates, bro. This guy had what in Cuckoo, Neto up top and fucking Sancho for far. He even had to play for Fana at right back, Reece in the middle. And let's talk about Reece in the middle as well. Yeah. I'm sick and tired of people that try and, you know, act like, yes, we know Reece is an elite footballer, right? But I'm sorry, in this particular game, I understood why he might have started, because against Villa, I thought he did well in the midfield, like with the passing and finding people in behind, right? So starting him in this game, I didn't really mind much. But guess what, CB? There is a bench for a reason, yeah? And you've got to read how the game's going. Rafinha in this particular game, bro, the reading of the game was so off, yeah? He was reacting to PSG rather than being proactive. Bro, we didn't control that midfield, bro. They were pressing us. You're talking about Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer is listen, we put him on a mad pedestal and we expect better from this guy. That finish from him was poor because he scores that. There is no goal from Dembele. We go 2-1
at half time.
We go 2-1 up, right? But in this particular game, broski, the game, we had no control in that midfield. We needed a player like a Lavia, like a Santos in that first phase. So when PSG are pressing us, they can beat that press. Yeah. Reece was struggling. Bro. He struggled against Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich pressed the life out of our midfield. He struggled, right? He struggled against these guys. Yeah. The reason why Palmer looked so good in the Club World Cup was because we were controlling that midfield. Caicedo bossed them. Reece bossed them that day. And Enzo as well. And every time we kept beating their press, we kept finding Palmer in the pockets. This time round, bro, it weren't no Palmer in the pockets. It was Palmer with a man up his ass, right? Trying to beat the press. You've got a Lavia there. That means that you've now got a spare man in the midfield, bro. He brings Lavia on so late, right? As soon as Lavia came on, how do you think Delap got the opportunity, CB? Go remind yourself. It was Lavia who won the ball and played the ball to Delap just straight away. He looked him forward, plays the ball to Delap, right? He comes on with what? How many minutes? Like 10, 15 minutes to go. Yeah? We had zero control of that midfield and it affected the game because PSG, their attack was just lethal yesterday, bro. Lethal. You know what I mean? I was so disappointed that he didn't change that decision there. Reece, bro, early on in the game, he whips in a cross. João Pedro just about got to it, and then he went to Neto back post. Neto could have got to it too. He just kind of flew past him. That's where I wanted to see Reece, in those areas, bro, whipping in the ball, right? Let's stop this Reece midfield gimmick for every single team, bro. If you start him in games like this, you read the game and see Reece is struggling. Let's move him back to right back and let's put an actual midfielder in there. That's what we should be doing. Yeah. I don't want to see this guy because now we're going to move on to next week now. Listen, yeah. If there's a chance, CB, for us to come back, Reece cannot be in the midfield again. I'm sorry, bro. I could be wrong about this, but I'm sorry. We need someone in there like a Lavia. We need someone in there like a Santos. So when these guys are pressing us, we can beat that press and find the Palmers in the pockets.
This is my only concern, yeah. if we're not putting Reece in midfield no more. That goal that we scored, the first goal, does Reece bomb up and down to the extent that Gusto was? Gusto was up and down that right flank the whole game. The volume of the way that he bombs up and down the pitch, can Reece replicate that at this stage of his career now with his physique?
Oh no, CB, he's gonna have to, mate. He's gonna have to.
But
Yeah?
He
has been here for a while. He has been here for a while now, right? I don't hear this thing anymore about Reece's fitness and that. Bro, he's strong now. Yeah. I'm not saying consistently run up and down. No, right? Let Palmer do that. Let Enzo on that, attack that right hand hand side. And then Reece can be going up as well.
Asking for Enzo to run, yeah?
Well, bro, I'm talking about consistently attacking on that right hand side, and Reece can be helping them as well. Yeah, Reece can be helping them as well, right? Gusto's not consistently up and down every single game, especially when you're defending against their fullbacks that attack you. You're gonna be defending sometimes as well, bro. But I'm sorry, he can't start in the midfield again. He can't start in the midfield again in this particular game.
Let me ask you a question about Reece James. Yeah. Real talk. Do you think he's captain material? Because I saw him tell Jorgensen to go and clap the fans, and man aired his captain.
He just aired it. Yeah, man. I think. Listen, Reece is an introvert, innit? I don't know if you've watched the interview he did with Chelsea recently. Have you seen it? The pod.
Yeah.
He not like, you can tell he's an introverted guy. Man. Yeah, he said himself like he's a shy guy, like, and you can even tell. But he leads by example with his performances, bro. But even that fourth goal, sorry, we conceded, CB, yeah? Bro, the guy gets the ball in the midfield, it just loses it, and then they end up scoring from it. He don't want no lead, that leader performance yesterday. It was pathetic. But again, I'm looking at the manager for not realizing it and changing it, bro. You know what I mean? Why did you not change that earlier, bruv? Yeah? Next week, CB, the only way we're going to come back next week, I keep telling people, bro, we need to score.
We need to come back, bro. Real talk. Let me land. Use us, man.
Let me land, CB. Let me land. Because end of the day, yeah, bro, if we're out already, just don't turn up next week. Because we have to, listen, don't forget about what happened yesterday, yeah, because we're 3-0 down right now. But I'm saying, if there's a chance for us to come back, listen to what I'm saying, people, because I think we're out personally. I'm just saying what we need to do, right? If there's a chance for us to come back, we need to score 2 goals, yeah, in the first half without them scoring one. We have to score 2 goals in the first half without them scoring one. Because at that point, the mentality will now shift, right? You know what the bridge gets on Champions League nights, bro? You know what I mean? It will now shift going into the second half. That is the only way that we might come back, bro. That's the only way.
2 goals up in the first half.
We have to be 2 goals up in the first half. We have to be.
But look, this is what I'm saying, yeah? But Don, this is what I'm saying, yeah? I think for the greater good, for us to make a stance, we shouldn't show up to that game. Do what Lazio are doing right now. They look at the way they're boycotting their stadium. No one show up. Why? Why are we doing that? We know what's going to happen. We're not happy with the state of the club, the state of affairs from the higher ups to the manager decisions. Like, the reason I asked the Reece James captain question, because at the end of the day, bro, we lack leaders in the team. We used to be a team that had 8 international captains. Czech, Ivanovic, Drogba, like Terry. Bro, there was captains all over the pitch. We don't have leadership anymore. It goes to a certain point, bruv. I swear down, bro. Let's make a stance. It gets to a point, man. Like, let's make a stance.
You know, man are showing up, though. Let's talk about what's happening in the real world. Because man are showing up next week. Man are going to be banging on the fucking Matthew Harding next week. We know these things are happening, CB, right? I'm just saying, because people are saying, oh, I don't know, you're not well, you're not well. Bro, I've done said, if you watch my review yesterday, I think we're out. I'm just speaking about if we've got any chance what we need to do. Because I don't believe that we're going to be scoring all these goals, 2-3 goals, without them getting at least 1 goal, right? Without them getting at least 1 goal.
That's what I'm about to say. When is the last time we got a clean sheet again with Rosenham? For us to think we're going to get 3 goals, no response against PSG.
You know, it is CB, yeah? What we need next week, yeah, is a JP brace minimum. Because we didn't really create much for him in this game. Palmer didn't create for JP in this game. Enzo didn't really create for JP in this game. Yeah? And JP the only chance I can remember was Cuckoo crossed it to him in the box. and there was a chance where he was running and he tried to bend it, and the guy blocked it, and I think he went up for a corner. But João Pedro was getting the ball from like kind of.
He was shit yesterday. He's calm. It is what it is. I got love for him. He was shit yesterday, bro.
Remind me. We created the biggest chance I remember was the Cuckoo one where he headed it, the header, and then the other one where he tried to bend it around the defender. You know what I mean? But what we need from JP, next week is to create good chances for this guy, because we know he's clinical. We know he's clinical, right? And we are capable of scoring at least 2 goals against PSG. But what I'm scared about is keeping them out. And that's where my hopium, now listen to this, people. This is where my hopium comes into this plan. Yeah? Let's see how PSG do with that little tight pitch, CB. Because you know the bridge is a small pitch, blood.
Bro, it's not even funny, man. It's actually not even funny, bro. Real talk, man.
Man are gonna kill me in the chat, bro. Yeah? Let's see how they do with that little small pitch. You know what I mean? Let's see how they're gonna do with that little small pitch. That's my only hope right now, because Barcelona got smoked for free. Yes, people can say they got a red card in that, but even with 11 men, bro, we were looking better than them. Yeah, we were looking way better than these guys, bro. You know what I mean? And again, I think we are out, people. I think we are out. Let me reiterate. I think we are out. But I'm just looking at how we can come back next week, and that is the only way we're gonna do it. Yeah, man, I have to look at these things, bro. That I'm telling you, that pitch is not the same as. Maybe that's why these guys prefer playing away, CB, because the pitch is bigger. The bridge is small, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's small, blood. Yeah. So that's where I'm looking at these guys. We need to hit them back where they hit us. We need to literally, first chance, goal. Another chance, goal. That's the only way we're gonna come back. If we're just missing, we're out of this bitch. We're out of this bitch, bro. You know what I mean? But there's a few people that are hearing what I'm saying, bro. There's a few people that I'm hearing what I'm saying, man. We need to score early. What's your take? What's your take on that, CB, man?
Look, man, I'm never gonna go and say like Chelsea ain't gonna do it, innit? But like, look, bro, I'm not gonna go out there and say we're gonna lose the game, innit? I just find it very hard to believe. I'm somebody who wears my heart on my sleeve. I can't hide it. You know, I get too emotionally invested, then I get gassed. Then I don't want to the lows that will come from me getting my hopes up. I don't even want to do it. It's not worth it, bro. I'm better off going there expecting that we don't do it, and if it happens, then I feel good. I'm not going in there expecting a remontada, bro. Come on, man.
Neither am I. That's why when people are trying to call me delusional in the chat, bro, listen to, we're having a conversation, bro. If you don't want us to have these conversations, sign out, bro. I've already said I don't believe it's gonna happen. I'm just saying what we need to do. Can't man comprehend, bro? It's simple English. But go on, carry on, CB.
But bro, to be honest with you, man took Maresca for granted, didn't it? I'm not even joking. I'm actually not even joking, bro.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
Look, what I don't like about YouTube, yeah, I'm doing football content and whatever, yeah, is that people are not like, don't like to say they're wrong. It's like you have a stance and you got to stick to it and die on your sword regardless. I'm not them, man, bro. I'm honest, bro. My content has always been about me being authentic and true to myself. I'm gonna be real. Maresca don't do what we did there, bro. I don't care what anyone says. Maresca don't do what he did yesterday. No way in hell. No way he's gonna be short passing. Look at the space that we had in behind. It wouldn't go long. We saw the tactics last time. At least with Maresca, I know when it comes to the best of the best, he's got a plan. He's got a plan and he knows how he can do this. This manager's clueless, bro. He's a novice. You could say, yeah, whatever, CB, yeah, flip-flopping, whatever. I'm not saying Maresca was the finished article, but we have definitely downgraded on the manager, bro. When I was saying Maresca needs to cut, I was saying bring me Felipe Luis. That's a winner. Bring me guys that have won VVS. Look, why are you that? We have gone down a level, bro. And everyone just because you want to be right or Maresca's not good enough, man don't want to call it out. I'm sure players. Bro,
let's not act like this. Let's not act like this scrotum didn't get dog walked by a Man City team that were getting doggied by every single Johnny, every single team.
I just said he's not the single team.
Hold on, bro. Let's not, because now I'm hearing this a lot. Yeah, like every single big game. Yeah, my man was winning, bro. Yeah, we went to Anfield, we lost. Right, went to Man City away. Everyone was feeling confident we're gonna win that game. One of the worst managerial performances I've seen. We lost. Yeah. Man went to Atalanta this season and threw that game away, bro. You know what I mean? So let's not act like every big game this guy was on smokings because he wasn't.
Broski, I just said he's not the finished article. He's not the finished article. That's fair. I'm not saying he was the real deal, but Broski, we have still gone down a level.
I'm sorry. Listen, you can only hit me. You can only hit me with that if this manager was literally like Tuchel when Tuchel came. Hold on. I'm talking. Let me finish because you said a lot right now. Yeah, I'm talking beating Pep 3 times in a space of 6 weeks. Yeah, I'm talking beating Arsenal. Yeah, I'm talking about Tommy T, bro, comfortably the 3rd best manager in the league when Pep and Klopp were about. Everyone used to say this, right? So that's what. If you're gonna talk to me about big games, talk to me about that. Don't tell me about Maresca that could barely get over the line against the bigger teams, bro. He struggled himself. Yeah. What are we gonna do, bro? This guy was struggling to go get fucking top 8 just now, bro. He had like 0 wins. We had 0 wins in like 7, 0 wins in whatever, bro. Man City were getting dog walked by everyone last season. We went to the Etihad and we made these guys look like prime Man City, bro. Yeah, like prime Man City. Don't forget that. Don't forget that performance, you know, Stevie, because I ain't forgotten it.
Look, Don. Like I said, I don't think Maresca was the finished article. But I've seen already from this guy, because you're mentioning, oh yeah, he dropped points against these man. The comments are talking about, oh, Ipswich, this and that. Come. But I saw Leeds Burnley ready back to back. Now look at the running that we have. Newcastle,
we saw Ipswich last season with Maresca. He played Disasi at right back.
I just said Ipswich. But what I'm saying is, because I'm not saying he's not the fit. Like, I never said Maresca's the perfect manager. I was onto Maresca. That's why I'm saying this, because I was onto the guy. But bro, we've got Newcastle, Man City, Man United back to back. We still got to go Liverpool, Anfield away, yeah? Cool. I saw Maresca get 3 points against Man United at home. I saw him beat Liverpool the last 2 times he's played them. Cool. Man City never beat them. Calm. So now
I saw this guy
wasn't there to get what there was 3 games. Let's do Newcastle, Man United, Man City. How many points do you expect Rosenier to get?
We shall see. I'm not gonna just bro. Listen, CB, bro. Do you want me to just give you some like blind prediction, bro? Because end of the day, we're still learning about this guy, bro. Like this period, we learn about Maresca with the big games over time. Like it's the same thing as Rosinha. I'm not gonna sit here and just be delusional and say, yeah, I think he'll beat them. Yeah, bro. Let me see how man sets up, because I'm still learning about him in the big games. The little games, I've seen him create better chances for us. He set us up a little bit better than Maresca. The bigger games, bro, it hasn't been good so far. So let me see how he carries on now for the rest of the season. Yeah, but to now act like Maresca was this big game connoisseur, it's a myth. It's a myth.
It never said big game connoisseur, but we can. Do you know 2 things can be true? Maresca wasn't perfect, but he can be better than Rosenier. Maresca was a big game manager than Rosenier, based on what we've seen so far. 100%.
But I
3 times in a row. You think Maresca don't get at least a point?
Against who?
Against Arsenal.
Hey boy, he lost to Arsenal, didn't he? He lost to Arsenal, didn't he?
Yeah. Real talk. Go look at the 11 when we lost to Arsenal at the Emirates, because we drew twice at the bridge. Go look at the 11 that played against Arsenal.
You can say the same thing for us this season, bro. Go look at the 11. We had no Neto. We had no Neto. We had our
best team. We had our best team the last time we played them.
Pardon me?
The last time we played them, apart from Esteval, who was out?
Bro, I'm talking about at the Emirates in the Carabao Cup, not in the league. Not in the league.
Keep making excuses for this shit gaffer, bro.
I'm not making excuses, but I'm not making excuses. You're trying to revise. My problem with you, what you're trying to do right now, you're trying to revise what was going on with Maresca, bro. We're not doing that. We're not doing that today. I'm sorry.
It's just the thing, yeah, and this is why we won't make progress. Yeah, it's because we are not highlighting the fact that we downgraded the manager. He's not better than Maresca, and I didn't even rate Maresca. So for me to identify that this guy's worse than Maresca is a red flag. What I don't want to give him I don't want him to have a preseason and be our manager in the summer. He should have never even been made a permanent manager. It should have been an interim based on him achieving specific targets, and then we can move on from there. Felipe Luis is available. Felipe Luis is a better gaffer than Rosenier, bro.
You'll be here saying the same thing after 10 games. You'll be asking for that scrotum back, bro. Allow me.
No,
you know what I mean?
bro. When I was, bro, real talk, yeah. If you don't see that we downgraded, no problem. Let the club continue to.
I'll be real with you. How I look at it right now, CB, I think it's too early for you to be making those sort of statements because I've seen problems that Maresca had, right? And Rafinha's having the same problems too. And at the same time, I've seen Rafinha have a howler of a managerial performance, same way that I did with Maresca too. Yeah. Because after Atalanta, we was all holding hands, singing Kumbaya together, cooking that guy, bro. Yeah? Everyone was on the same page. Whether you're with Maresca in, Maresca out, everyone said after Atalanta, what the hell is this scrotum doing?
Let me ask you a question.
What is this scrotum doing, bro? You know what I mean? Go on.
If Rosane don't get Champions League football, do you want him sacked?
I'll look at the context of how it's happened.
What do you mean context?
I will look at the context of how it's happened because what we need now is everyone to stay fit. We need everyone to stay fit.
Yeah? What do you mean context? If we didn't achieve the target that he was brought in for, there's no context behind it. It's the same way, for example, when Arsenal was getting slapped up by Bayern Munich, we didn't look at the context. We don't know what players were injured or not, but we know they got slapped up by Bayern. It's the same thing.
You got slapped up by Bayern?
Football, you should be gone. What context would accept that? So basically, if guys get injured,
the context is, bro, if we're going into these games with literally 2 fit attackers, right? That's gonna affect us naturally, bro. You know what I mean? Our midfielders getting injured.
You just didn't want to admit that Maresca, it's not a downgrade on Maresca, but we qualified for top 4 with Neto starting as striker with Tyreek George.
Yep.
So what do you mean if 2 strikers get injured? Injuries shouldn't be enough. The targets are the targets. It shouldn't change.
I'll be more on the side of chopping, but I'm just saying it's hard for me to have these conversations without the context, bro. We will speak. You know how I am, CB. If people don't like it, they don't like it, bro. You know what I'm saying? But end of the day, I will talk about the context because end of the day, bro, we made top 4 on the last day of the fucking season, bro. Yeah, let's not act like my man got it comfortably because we didn't. Don't forget about December, dirty December, bro.
We still made the target.
We did make the target, and with what he's got right now, I'm expecting him to make top 5 like comfortably, bro. I'm expecting him to make it comfortably.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we need to keep our players fit, bro. We need to keep our players fit.
Don, real talk, yeah. Me and you both spoke when the season started. Me and you both had aspirations to challenge for the title.
Yep.
When Maresca left, me and you both believed the squad is more than capable enough to qualify for Champions League football, especially with an extra spot at 5th. So then now, how can you tell me on March the 12th that you wouldn't sack this manager if he doesn't achieve the targets and it depends on the context? When we are in agreement that you know what you're just doing. In the space of a year, at the start of the season, we were talking about challenging.
Yep.
Then in December, January, we're talking about Champions League qualification. Now in March, you're possibly lowering your standards below Champions League qualifications to excuses. Have you not seen the fact that your standards are dropping constantly throughout the month?
I'm not lowering my standards. That's the irony of this. I'm literally being realistic because I'll be real with you, CB. How I feel about this team, bro, yeah, is that we're cursed. Yeah, we are cursed. You know KICC, innit? You know KICC, innit?
I don't know what that is.
You know the KICC church, bro?
Nah.
You don't know Pastor Matthew Shibolowo, bro?
Who?
You don't know these guys. You don't know these guys, bro.
In fact,
you know what, bro? It's time for TD Jakes now. TD Jakes is the next one now. Yeah. Egbali is American. Yeah, that Jose guy, the guy that owns us, that Puerto Rican guy, is American. You man have got connects to TD Jakes. Yeah. TD Jakes needs to come and pray for this whole team. That's how I feel about this team right now. I don't think this team is just gonna maintain fitness and everything's gonna be smooth for us. With a fully fit team, I'm way more harsh on this guy. But bro, if I'm seeing Bear Man just out and then we've got 1 striker now, I'm seeing Bear midfielders out. Bro, I can't just ignore these things. Let me finish what I'm saying, bro. I can't just ignore these things, bro. And I keep saying, yeah, we need to maintain fitness because we are still in the FA Cup. We are still in the Champions League as it stands, right? And we've got the Prem as well. Maintain fitness and we will I believe we'll get top 5. I believe we'll get top 5, bro.
You don't even realize.
But TD Jakes needs to come and pray for everyone because we are cursed. Yeah, there's a curse at this club, bro. A curse, a serious one. Yeah, man, think I'm joking. I'm not joking, bro.
Firstly's gone, yeah. You don't even realize how far Chelsea have rattled us, yeah, to the point where we've switched. When we first met, I was poaching. Remember my stance? The directors are setting us up to fail. The players aren't good enough. That was my stance. Your stance was the team's good enough. It's on Pochettino. Maresca's coming. He raised the levels of the team, but we were still capped to a certain level because the squad wasn't good enough. Then we started seeing eye to eye a bit more about the squad's levels, XYZ, whatever. Now Rosenior's coming. I remember as well, when we had Poch, you was onto Pochettino. Why? Because the players were getting injured. Why were the players getting injured? Because you were saying the style of play, the fact that these lot are bombing up and down the pitch, and the physical demand of their system is injuring our players. We had a couple injuries, but injuries under the previous manager based on the system he was playing wasn't a key factor. Now, with this manager, Esteval hamstring, Kukurea hamstring, Gittins hamstring. Are you not seeing the theme of this guy's system and what he's demanding and what he's doing to the players? The players are getting injured through his football. It's literally Poch ball all over again. We're going in a cycle. It's just this time I'm arguing for Poch to go. You're arguing for Poch to stay. That's the only difference now, broski. It's a mess. It's a mess, bro. We're in a fever dream, bro. Man are getting injured. Man are live all getting injured through this guy's system. Is muscle injuries. That's the same thing you used to say to me about Poch. Tell me I'm chatting shit now, Don.
You got a point. You got a point. But at the end of the day, listen, man, like I said, right as it is right now, I believe that Rosenior has enough to go and get top 5. I'm just saying, yeah, I've got serious PTSD, and I actually believe that this club is cursed, right? So this is how I feel. I can't help how I feel, bro. I can't help how I feel. You know what I mean? I can't help how I feel about this team and bare players missing. Because, bro, every time we face Arsenal, CB, we have multiple key players missing all the time. Yeah. If that now happens over an extended period of time, CB, we are finished. Because these same people that are trying to call me deluded are the same people that are saying our squad shit. Now imagine we have to start depending on tossing, bro. Do you think I'll have confidence to finish in the top 5? Yeah. Do you think I'll have any confidence for tossing? No. Let me bring back context. This is what I'm saying though, because people are funny. Because we can have João Pedro up top, but bro, if we're now starting tossing at the back for the rest of the season, yeah, we have to now start outscoring everyone, yeah, by 2-3 goals. Because tossing at the back will do something mad. We just get targeted. Imagine now we've got to start playing tossing and Badia Shield together. We're finished, yeah, we're finished, bro. Bro, you might be deep in what actually happened.
Since you're saying we should look at targets with context, yeah, and we should look at targets with context, yeah. The context is now Liverpool have had Alisson out for a stretch of games. Yeah, Isak out for the whole season, basically. Yeah, we are still on par with them in points. The context is Arsenal had Saliba, Gabriel out when we even played them. They've had injuries throughout. Havertz has been gone. Jesus in and out of the squad.
Yeah, but their squad's better than Arsenal.
But they've had injuries. If they didn't win the league and they used context for why they didn't win the league being injuries, we would all be getting onto them. If Liverpool don't qualify for top 4, we're all going to get onto them regardless of the context that Alisson was injured and Isak was injured and all of this stuff. Let's be real. Nobody looks at this. If you have targets, you don't contextualize your targets. You achieve it, you don't.
Which one is it, bro? Have Arsenal got a better squad than us, or have we got a better squad than Arsenal? Which one is it, bro?
Bro, according to you,
people told me our squad's not good. Hold on. People told me our squad's not good. I'm saying the moment that our 11 start to get injured, I don't believe in our squad to get us over the line. Man, I'm trying to say, making excuses. Which one is it, bro? Is our squad good or is our squad shit? Because what you man are trying to tell me is that our squad's good, right? I'm telling you that if our 11 start to get injured,
I don't believe your own mouth, yeah.
Hold on, bro. Man are cooking Delap. Man are cooking Gittins. Man are cooking Tossing. Man are cooking Badia Shield. But when I'm saying we have to depend on these guys to go get top 5, I don't believe in these guys. Man are telling me, I'm making excuses. Which one is it, bro? Which one is it? I want to know.
Don, you told me out of your own mouth, me and you both agreed that this squad was more than capable. Before Rosenior was even appointed, when we had no manager at that point, we both agreed that this squad was more than capable of qualifying for Champions League football. 3 months before that, Don, 3 months before that, we agreed that this team could challenge. So what do you mean now? Oh yeah, I don't know about top 4.
But CB, you're missing the point, bro. You're missing the point. We are in March, CB. If we are having to see tossing in this 11 for an extended period of time, I don't give a shit what's going on up top, right? I don't care about what's going on up top. We will drop more points, yeah? We're dropping points already as it is, and tossing ain't even in the 11. Now imagine he comes into the 11, bro. Man, I'm deep in it. I've got PTSD. I'm scarred, bro. I'm emotionally scarred. Word to NBA, bro. You know what I mean? I'm emotionally scarred, bro. Yeah? But let me go through some of these super chats, people, because I've actually got somewhere to be right now. Yeah,
I got to wrap in 2 minutes. I'm late for my stream.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I'll redirect in a sec. Yeah, but yeah, listen, it's been a solid chat. I know we should be on here longer, CB, because it's flown by. But I've actually got to do, man. And yeah, big up Frankie Lampard. It says name a manager who achieves with this keeper and centre back, bro. Every manager's capped. Yeah. Big up Chris again. He says the club is capped from top to bottom. Big up Don and CB. Exactly, bro. The club is capped whilst those guys are there making those decisions up top. They're clowns.
But Don, this is why me and you clashed, yeah? You used to tell me, and the most recent time we had this debate on Football Terrace, you agreed with the wage bill, the wage model.
I agreed with not overpaying guys that didn't deserve it. That's what I agreed with. But I always maintained for the right players, pay what they want. When Isak was available, I said pay him what he wants. Even funny enough, I even said about Gyökeres, I said pay him what he wants. Right? There's certain players I said pay them what they want. That's what
we ain't got enough time for this. We'll do this next week. Desiree, I didn't know you were banned. I'm gonna unban you now. I didn't know the mods must have banned you. I don't know how to unban people.
Let me read Asad. You see, Asad, yeah, they had you on a milk bottle yesterday. They were trying to look for you, bro. On my review, they were cooking this guy. They're like, where's Asad today? Because he's the chief Maresca crasher, this guy, bro. Big up Asad, man. He said we all watched the Arsenal game. Sanchez was arse. Bro, he's an Arsenal fan. It's true. He's an Arsenal fan, man. Frankie Lampard says 0 away wins in 4 months with Maresca. Stop this, man. Bro, stop the revisionism, man. That guy was not performing himself. Yeah. And then you got Chris here. Does Sanchez save Kvaratskhelia first goal? I think he does. Personally, I think he does, man. I think he does. I think Sanchez, that's a save. We're like, oh, what a fucking save, bro. Yeah. You got 10 here, says Enzo Fernandez was pissed, shouting at Jorgensen, bro. Enzo was angry. Yeah. Beyond angry. And I'm happy that he did that because there's too many nice things. Say that again?
That's the best thing he's done in the Chelsea kit.
Bro, there's too many nicey. Because even when Jorgensen made the mistake, I see Reece, yeah, try pick him up. Bro, I would have did this, yeah, and then moved my arm out the way so he falls back down, bro. That's what I would have done. Fuck him, man. Yeah. Big up MNG. It says Remontada at the ground would perform the worst at. You know what? I was saying this yesterday on the stream, yeah, and they were telling me, the ops were telling me, oh, but come on, Don, in the Champions League at the Bridge, you beat Benfica, you battered Barcelona, you beat Ajax, and I was like, true, but I'm still not confident there because we've dropped 17 points from winning positions. So I'm with you on that one, bro. And then you've got Asad says Maresca went 2-11 and 1-7. CB, you're doing too much. Was he what? I'm confused.
Bro, listen, look. You might want to die on this hill for us in there. This is the guy you want to go on. You want to go on.
My thing ain't even I'm defending Rosinha over Maresca because I just crashed it on Rosinha. My thing is I am not gonna try to revise what Maresca was doing. Both of them can get it. Yeah, both of them can get it,
bro. Yeah? You wouldn't sack him if we didn't get top 5. You told me from time you told me that. I know everything. There's not this. He has no target.
Wait, no, don't lie now. Don't lie. I said there's context, CB. That's what I said.
You don't have any targets, bro.
Because you man told me your squad shit. I'm now saying that if we have to depend on our squad to go get top 5, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. And then now I'm getting cooked for it, bro. So then that means you believe in the squad then, clearly. That means you believe in the squad, bro. Let me even redirect to you, man. But people, I'm about to redirect to CB. Big up everyone that was here. Tomorrow we should be doing pit stop. This Jermaine guy, he's just been going crazy in the group chat, even though Arsenal stunk out the place yesterday. God forbid that these men win the Champions League because they are pathetic. Yeah. You had to have Madueke diving towards the end of the game and whatnot for them to leave with something. Pathetic, disgusting club full of cheaters. Yeah. But CB, man, you've got this stream coming up. What's the plan for that stream, bro?
Bro, listen, it's an emergency meeting. It's a Make Chelsea Great Again emergency meeting. The plan is we're gonna talk about everything. We're not holding nothing back. You know, we're a platform for the people. We're gonna bring some people on there to just talk. I got T Talks Football from TikTok coming on there. I got Dr. Fumi coming on. Uncle Robert's gonna have to answer for some of his crimes. And listen, bro, everyone is holding corn. Whether your name is Cole Palmer, Reese, Caicedo, Rosinier, the ownership, the directors, everyone's getting smoked today. Like, I'm letting it rip. It's a therapy session. If you're pissed off about the loss, come and chat to me, bro. Trust me.
I can't win. Don't say this squad is enough to challenge. I did say that, bro. But why can't I change my take during the season, bro? Huh? Why can't I now look at what's going on with Tosin and say, yo, I don't trust Tosin in the lineup? Because everyone here, I'm telling you now, Fofana goes down injured as much as people are hating him, or Chalobah, and now we're looking at Tosin in the lineup, yeah, and Sarr or something, Tosin and Sarr together. No one here is confident going into games. No one here will be confident. So I should be delusional and say, yeah, let Tosin come in, he'll be fine. Yeah, let João Pedro come in and we'll just be the lap where we don't even facilitate for this guy. It'll be fine, right? Let Garnacho come in, no Estevao and these guys. It'll be fine. I'm not going to be deluded. I'm letting you man know the realness. To get top 5, keep this 11 fit, most of them, bro. If we have to start going into the squad, we are finished, right? We are finished, bro. But big up everyone anyway, man. I'm going to redirect to CB now. Love.